No, we're not in the rainforest. We're at Als Garden Center. And Josh joins me today. He is the expert on houseplants because, you know, you can't always garden outdoors. It's raining. Maybe it's even too hot in the sun for you. Whatever. Bring it inside.
It's a great way to garden year-round.
All right. Now, we are going to start off with these funky things. These are the funniest plants.
Yes, these actually take quite a bit of light, and you can see two very distinct looks, although they are the same plant. This one's just been braided when it was younger. It's a Sansevieria, snake plant, some people call it. They're very versatile.
Interesting. So these do need a lot of light.
They do, yes.
So you need to set them by a window.
Yes, this particular variety. We'll talk about another snake plant later on, but
okay. And this one, I love these plants. They're beautiful. What is this?
That's a Dracaena.
Okay.
And generally, I've found in my experience, the smaller the leaf, the more light a houseplant needs. So it's a great way. This is a very small representation of all the houseplants that are available out there, but it's a great general rule of thumb.
Okay, so then these maybe don't need so much light because they have a thicker leaf.
Exactly, exactly. This is a Dracaena as well, but again, the leaves are larger so they can take in more sunshine and produce more chlorophyll.
I love the bright green color.
Isn't that great?
Now this one has like a variegated color, two colors of green on the leaf.
Exactly. Same plant, just a different variety.
So medium light for both of those.
Medium light for both of those. And I guess I'll classify that. Highlight is a southern or a western exposure. Medium light would be if you're in your living room and you can see a slight shadow. And then a low light plant basically can grow anywhere from 10 feet away from the window or even to a closet.
That's crazy. You really have a plant that can grow in the closet.
I do have a plant that can grow in a closet. This is called a ZZ plant, and it is phenomenal. It will grow anywhere you put it. I think as long as you plant it green side up, it will grow.
That is amazing. That is great to know because there are definitely those rooms here in Oregon that don't really get any sun.
Yes, yeah, exactly.
All right, that's great. So this is another one that just low light.
This is a Chinese evergreen. Again, medium light, medium to low. The leaves are huge, and this comes in a myriad of colors, different variegations. It's a wonderful, wonderful houseplant for those that are just beginning.
It almost looks artificial because of the leaves are so interesting. That's beautiful. Okay, now this I recognize. This has a not so nice name to it, doesn't it?
It does. Mother-in-law tongue. The edges are
sharp around the edges.
Wonderful plant. Again, for a beginner, they need very little water, very little care.
All right, they almost feel cactus-like.
It is, exactly, and
that's great. Okay, so there you have it. You have 3 different kinds of plants.
Yes.
Lots of light.
Yes.
A little bit of light, perhaps a dining room table.
A dining room table would be perfect.
Okay, and then the lower lights where these guys can actually be in a corner, and of course then we have our closet plant. Okay, so we've talked about light and how to care for houseplants in that way, but there's also water and fertilization and even misting, I guess.
Exactly. A good rule of thumb, or forefinger, when I'm checking my houseplants for water, I generally just put my finger in and up till the first knuckle. If it's dry, it's time to water. Make sure your houseplants aren't sitting in water because that develops root rot and things only go downhill from there.
Right. So is there anything that can help you if you're not so good at that, if that scares you?
We have some fantastic moisture meters. Takes the questions out of watering. You just insert the meter into the soil, and a little screen here tells you exactly how moist the soil is. There's a great key that takes the dummy work out of it.
It's like a meat thermometer.
Exactly.
That's easy.
Yes, definitely.
Right. So what about misting these plants? Is that a good idea?
Misting the plants, I would read the tag.
Okay.
Some of them need it, some of them don't. I think everything here is fairly simple.
That makes sense. Okay, what about fertilizer?
Fertilizer, I generally fertilize my houseplants from April to August. They're sort of like a grizzly bear in the winter. They hibernate. They don't do a lot of growing. Any all-purpose houseplant food will take care of the job.
Okay, Josh, that all sounds super easy. Thank you so much, and there is no reason that you can't bring your gardening indoors.